All right, y'all. So obviously we have our, we've done our showcase for Delta, or at least our like first impression showcase, and I think she could be decent. I don't really trust her in like, as weird as it sounds, I'm not really gonna trust her in mob situations. I do think that she could be decent. I do want to try her against an anomaly boss because that's the one thing we didn't fight in the last video, just because she already has overload gear and I kind of want like an excuse to make an overload gear video for her. So we're gonna go against anomaly interception and kind of have her on the team as a support to see how well she does there. I don't know how I feel about her really. I think after this showcase, like this is going to be the next showcase for today, and then tomorrow expect the tier list because we're already halfway in the month, and I always do a tier list halfway in the month. I was going to actually do it earlier, but I was like, let me wait for Delta because she comes out exactly halfway of the month. So let me wait for Delta, try her out, and then come to a conclusion. I've tested her everywhere besides PvP and bossing. So we might do that in today's video as well, the PvP, but we'll see. Right? I don't know because I think Rebuke's probably already done it, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and try her against bosses and see how well she is. So I'm gonna go against this boss right here where we have Helm and Anchor again. This time we do have Delta as well, so we are going to be getting her shield portion of this fight. I want to see, like, I guess you could say, I don't actually want to say, because I feel like we've gotten a gist of how her shield works, which is cool and all. I think I really want to try her without the shield, like the healing. I'm not really too worried about her actual shielding mechanic, because like, as you guys see here, right? One thing I will say I did notice, right? Like you guys see right here against this type of boss specifically, her, like nobody could take damage here because her shield is taking the damage. So that's one thing to note about Harvester, where she is type advantage. Once that shield breaks, she does just reapply it, right? And it's really hard for anybody else to take damage because she is taunting Harvester, right? I didn't even go for the head or anything like that as well when it comes to this boss yet. So I do really, I do like that. I do like the fact that that's the case. Like you see, they're going for her. She doesn't have her shield up or anything. Oh my, where am I attacking? She doesn't have her shield up or anything like that. She gets it back there. I think it's because I'm controlling, to be honest, right? But she gets it back there. Okay, well, she's losing HP now. All right, let's go ahead for... Actually, let's leave the head. Let's leave the head. I want to see... Because then if we leave the head, the enemy will do damage, right? So, boom, right? I think, though, her shield is like how I thought it was initially, where it just breaks the shield, but they do... Because she's being taunted, right? Because she's taunting them, or not being taunted, but because she's taunting them, it breaks the shield and caps the damage, but then because they just do more hits, it like looks like she just gets nuked, right? But I think they do multiple hits. You get what I'm saying? That's what I think, at least, right? I can't really tell. That's what it looked like when I went back and reviewed the video of the initial showcase. It looked like her shield broke first, but then they hit her twice, and then she just got nuked, right? But my whole point is, like, we don't have the... Right now, we're not gonna... Okay, the head is broken, I think. All right, let's go ahead and break both of these real quick. Okay, boom. Right? I don't know. I feel like the shield is decent in here, right? Like, it's... I don't know. We're not taking any damage right now. So it's kind of hard to say, right? Right, maybe acceleration could be better. We don't... I mean, boom. The shield... As you guys see, though, the shield is breaking. And then she gets it right back. Like, she's done a great job protecting us all. I do want to see her healing, though, because her damage in anomaly interception is actually good, right? And remember, her healing is good off of, like, her healing is really good when it comes to, like, how much damage she's doing. Another thing is this boss has mobs, so the damage, like, taken increase or whatever. Well, this is her. Like, we're not going to get stage 7 with this comp. Definitely to the... Hell no, we're not. But we can't do much about it. By using Delta, you need to have another burst 2. And that's, like, I feel like where it hurts her. Because there we could have either had Helm, or not Helm, E-Leg, or Ludmilla, right? Like, she did her job tanking-wise. 60 million tanking is crazy, right? But I just feel like we could have, like, I don't know. I feel like the double burst 2 thing is what's gonna really hold this character back in reality. I do want to try her with like healing, right? But no burst skill. Or we could use her burst skill and flop between the two, but let's just go no. Let's just go healing, no burst skill. Healing, no burst skill, because that way we get to actually get proper heals. And I know Helm is still on the team, but she's type advantage, right? But like, if you guys take a look, the healing we're gonna get is quite insane, right? Hopefully. Where is it? Where's the healing? Where's the healing? Is it that right there? The 100k? Was it that 100k right there? I think it was that 100k right there. Right, but we have to wait the 4 seconds. Right? Yeah, it's probably that right there, but we have to wait the 4 seconds. 100k. 100k. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, the healing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the healing from Miss what's her name? And without using her burst skill, the healing from her is just always going to be more than Helm's original base healing, right? The healing is just going to always be better than Helm's original burst healing, or regular base healing, right? Which is great and all, right? But I do also need to try her against like Kraken with Scarlet, because she does work there as well. I don't know how to feel about this character. I feel like she's like, I think she just has a useful, like, she could have been better if they really just reworked her, like, wording of her kit. I feel like even if they made her a 20-second, that's all. If they made her a 20-second cooldown character where I could have these effects, right? But I didn't have to worry about having another burst 3 on the team or another burst 2 on the team, I feel like she would have been a lot better. Because then I wouldn't have to worry. I could just have another flex burst 3. I could have put Ada Wong on the team or freaking Eleng or whatever. You get what I'm saying? I feel like the real big issue is that she's a 40-second cooldown. And it's really hard to justify 40-second cooldown characters in Nikke because they are a massive problem, right? 40-second cooldown non-burst 3 characters are a massive problem in Nikke, and that's just the truth, right? They really are. Because it forces you to bring another burst 2, and you don't need that many burst 2s on a team. You don't, right? Like, the only reason why we were running Naga before is because Naga was like a character with healing crown, right? And she did have decent support, but we were only running her because she did have that decent thing, right? And now obviously this team right here is gonna get to stage 7, which is gonna give you all the rewards you need, sure. But my whole point is like, what's the point of me having this comp if I have Helm on the team? So I don't feel like this showcase is valid, right? Besides the damage taken, right? Because if you take a look, this enemy has permanent damage taken. Really helpful, I feel like, right? Really, really helpful. But like, do y'all get what I'm trying to get at here? What's the point of me running this character? And then the Little Mermaid died there. But what's the point of me running this character if we have Helm on the team regardless? It doesn't make sense to me personally. Let me fix this team and go against Kraken. All right, so we're going in here. It's the same exact comp, just again with, it's basically Monsters Trio with Delta. No shields because this boss is a really easy boss and doesn't necessarily need it. I don't really think, like, if I had to pick between the shielding and the actual healing, I don't know what I would want because the shielding seems to be useful. The healing, we're not gonna actually get healing until when? Where's the healing? 100k. What's our HP at? 3 million. Oh, it's because we're capped at 400. I was about to say the healing, the shielded should not be thing, but like she's healing 100k every 4 seconds, right? Which is keeping us up, and we're getting permanent uptime with her thing royalty, right? I feel like literally for this character, if you fully invested to her, 10, 10, 10. Fully leveled up overload gear, attack percent overload gear, like I feel like if you give her all that, she's a good character, or at least decent as like a burst 2 option, right? We're not using her burst skill, so we're not getting as much heals and stuff like that, but she is definitely a decent Helm replacement against bosses, in the sense of like she's giving damage taken to the enemy, right? And it's gonna be permanent because it's 15 seconds. She is healing everybody, right? And the healing is more than whatever Helm is able to do based without like the burst skill. And what else does she have? Because there's another thing she also has with her skill too. It's healing, and she can't be attacked. I don't care about that though, right? I mean, it's good though, because like she's always going to heal if she can't be attacked with single target hits, but she can be attacked by AoEs like this right here, right? But like I wanted to take the damage there to show you guys the healing, right? Because she heals everybody, right? It is 100k. It is gonna be slow. If we use our burst skill, it'll be a lot faster, but the healing is there. The healing is 100% there. So I do like that. Personally, I do really like that. We don't have a shield up. Okay, we do. We got lucky there, right? But we're on stage 7, obviously, with this team, which again, this team doesn't necessarily need her. Like you could have anybody as a burst 2. This team, Crown, Black Shadow, Little Mermaid, costs more than enough to get to stage 7 with this team. Like I don't feel like she did much there, right? But I guess technically, and we didn't get the distributed damage buff as well because we're not using her burst skill. So I do want to go back. Her healing seems to be okay. I don't know. I feel like this character is just like you could use her. A fully invested Delta is gonna be good. You could definitely use her, but like, is she like, I think I have a verdict for her, and you guys will see that in my tier list, but I think I have a ranking for her overall. I think I have a ranking for her overall, and you guys will see that when I rank her and collab characters and whoever else I need to rank. But we're gonna use her burst skill, where if you guys are gonna notice here, her healing is gonna be a lot more, right? Rather than 100k, she's healing 120k. Like after a certain like 40 seconds, that's a million HP, right? Right after 40 seconds, that's a million HP because she healed 10 times within 40 seconds, which I don't feel like is too bad, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And then she has to wait 40 seconds. Or 4 seconds, like before this goes off. Once 4 seconds pass, then refreshes. Like she has to wait 4 seconds. But 200k there. How much you gonna heal her? 108k there. Like that's not too bad. You get what I'm saying? That's not too bad. We have a shield up. We're good there. I don't know how to feel. She is buffing up Scarlet, even if it is a little. But like obviously Scarlet could do a lot more if you just have Crown there. So it's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? I feel like she's just the option. I feel like she's not like necessarily bad like Sora, but it's just so niche. It's like, what's the point of using her? You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of having a team like this when I could just put Crown there and Helm there, and then just like, you know, it doesn't change anything realistically. I do think she's a pretty good option for Helm. So like replacement, alternative wise, I think she's a great choice for replacing Helm if you're looking for solo healing, and like, you know, because Helm also gives fill burst gauge and then also like attack damage, but this character has permanent damage taken, so I feel like that's a decent enough replacement, right, for Helm. I feel like this character as a whole is just like going to be a, you know, pretty decent when it comes to thing. As you guys see there, everybody else can get attacked here but her though. If you're not using like the other, like the no taunt thing, you know what I mean? Where I don't know how to feel. It's so hard for me to say. I don't know how to feel about the character because like for me it's too niche. For me it's way too niche, right? I think that's just the don't be Rouge, don't be Rouge, don't be Rouge. It's gonna be Rouge. Okay, it's not. It's the killer wife, right? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I mean, I do know, and you guys will see in the tier list, but like, I feel like it's just too niche. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they giving her a shield, and like the shield is great and all, but like maybe I think you'll see a crazy Delta fully invested, and what I mean by that, like a fully collection leveled up Delta. Fully 10-10-10, fully overload gear. Like, what's the overload gear looking like with this showcase, I guess, since it's technically overload gear showcase? Like, ammo capacity, charge speed, crit rate, elemental damage, charge damage, attack. Like, I feel like you would want full attack all around the board because that matters a lot for her. And then like, I don't know, a fully invested Delta would go crazy. 10 Delta would go stupid. Or at least it'll be a lot better. A lot better. But I don't expect people to 10 Delta when anniversaries around the corner. You know, you guys let me know what you think about Miss Delta. This was her overload gear / boss showcase. I have a verdict, but you guys wait till tomorrow to see that. It's your boy Zxous. I'm out. Peace.